Hi guys, this is Sandy Jo from rhinestonetemplates.com, and this is lesson number 3 for our newbies on how to work with rhinestones and make transfers and templates. And this is in preparation for a live class that we're just going to get started to do. If you're interested in our live class, this is going to be broadcasted and worked over in, not on YouTube, but over at Rhinestone Designers Template. And I will be putting a package up on, or three packages actually, up on the website tomorrow, probably tomorrow morning actually, or later tonight. And it will have everything that you will need to get started to actually do the class with us. So if you're interested at all, come on over to the Rhinestone Designers Template, or Rhinestone Designer Marketplace on Facebook. It's a private group, and we're going to be doing the classes over there, and it's going to be interactive, so we're just going to be doing one part at each time, and we'll just help each other through it. But I will have the packages on my website for sale at rhinestonetemplates.com, which will have everything that you need for our class. And we prefer that you use our products for the class so that we can help you with the products. If you use our material, we know what temperature to press it at, what settings for the cutters, whichever cutter you have to work with. And I think that you're going to find that we have a lot of fun, and it's a lot easier to do it when we have a class and a lot of people involved doing it. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just get started on our lesson number 3 for my people that are starting that need a little guidance on where to start. We've already done lesson number 1 and 2, and they're here on YouTube and in our groups as well too. And what we're going to be starting with is our weeding mat. And the weeding mat is what we use to put our template material on, and we use an orange flock material. The reason we use a flock material is it's anti-static. If you have a lot of static at this time in your house and you put rhinestones down, you go to put your transfer tape down, you can have your rhinestones popping off all over the place. So this is going to keep your rhinestones where you put them when you fill your template. And like I said, this is our HTW orange flock template material. You can find it on our website at rhinestonetemplates.com. We sell all of the materials that we show here that we use every day in our production to fill orders for other people. And we also have downloads on there as well. So if you don't want to design yourself, I'd be happy to design for you. And we do a ton of custom work. So if you ever need transfers, pre-cut templates, or download designs, or any of the supplies. And also we sell glitter, heat transfer vinyl, and Thermoflex Plus we also have on our website, and hologram material too. So we have quite a bit of stuff actually. We have the hot melt foil and rhinestone monkey decal material, so there's a lot of different stuff. But anyway, what I want to show you in this class is how to actually use your weeding mats. We've already discussed all the rhinestones, we've discussed transfer tape, we've discussed workstations. Now, how and why you use a weeding mat is because you want to run this through your cutter. You want to protect your cutter. You're going to be doing 2 passes or 2 rotations on your cutter for each hole that you cut. The last thing you want to do is cut through the material when you're first starting out, or if you have a sharp new blade, and cut through onto your cutting strip. If you cut your cutting strip and nick up your cutting strip, you're going to end up having some really funky hang tags and different things on anything that you try to cut, and it's not going to cut well. So this is going to protect your cutter, whether it's a craft cutter or a professional cutter. It will protect it. And this does work great with a Cameo, works great with a Cricut, works great with a Brother cut and scan, and a lot of different cutters as well. And I have on lots of different sizes. You will be getting the weeding mat and all the different stuff in the package that we will sell for the class. You'll even get t-shirts in that package. So you're going to have everything from start to finish for the class, and we'll be glad to get those shipped out to you. But this is how you use the flocked material on a weeding mat. You can use a rubber material. It's going to be harder to cut. It's going to have a glue that's going to stick with your stones and make your stones not come out the way that you want them to and release all at once, because that glue is a self-healing glue, and it oozes back around into the holes that you've cut once you've cut it. So that's why we used to sell and work with a green rubber, and we don't sell that anymore for that very reason. So your HTW will come in two parts. It has a carrier sheet, which is the white, this is the back, and then you have the orange up on the top on the front. And you just take and you peel, the carrier sheet away, and you're left with a sticky side. It's it's nice and sticky on this side. You're left with the sticky side. You take and you stick this right down onto your cutting mat. And by doing this, you get any of the air bubbles and different things out that you have. Smooth it down real nice. You'll get a couple extra pieces in the lesson packages that we're going to have on the website, so you can practice before you actually start on the really big piece. Also in the packages, we're going to have a couple of different packages, and those will be described for you. You'll see them on the website, but they'll be described in our group too, so you know exactly which one to choose for you, so you can get started with our class when we start a week from Monday. So this is stuck down, and now you can take and you can just run this right through your cutter, like if it was a Cricut mat or a Cameo mat, or if you have a larger cutter, just make sure your rollers are down, placed, if you have 3 or 4 rollers, that they're hitting in the place where you have your mat, and run it through your cutter. Now the reason we use this mat is so that when you're done with your cutting, you can't see any of the circles when you're done cutting. And so when you start to pull up on the side your template material, you will see when you're done, all your dots will be left behind, and you don't have to pick each one of those out or make sure they're all picked out. If you've done the proper cut and your cutter has cut 2 rotations, 2 passes, and has cut the right depth for you, which I do have those settings on my website too under the material, so make sure you grab those. You will have a really nice clean weed. If you have 1 or 2 that is left in the flock here, then you can just take and put it back down, press it with your thumb, and lift up, and that dot will come out and stay on here. When you're all done, I have actually 2 scoops. One I use for rhinestones, and I take the rhinestones and put them back in their container. Another one I have, it's kind of sharp on the edges here, so I take my extra flock scraps that I have and put on the back, so I can get a real good covering here, so I wouldn't cut myself. And I take my scraper and I scrape the dots off and scrape them into the garbage immediately. You don't want to leave them set on there, because then they start to make a permanent hold and the glue will stay on there. And you can reuse your weeding mat a lot. I reuse mine a lot. It's going to have orange and cuts and stuff on it, but it's not going to hurt your cuts at all. So you'll be reusing this a lot. So you're going to get a scoop in your kit. You're going to get a lot of different stuff. You're going to get a rhinestone pencil, which is what you use to pick up. It's a waxy tip on it, which you use to pick up your rhinestones and place them in different places if you want. I'm also going to be doing a lesson here probably in the next day or so on how to hand set. If anybody loves diamond painting and you've never hand set a rhinestone design, I think you will love hand setting some rhinestone designs to go on t-shirts and garments and things. When we first started in the industry, there weren't templates. We didn't cut templates with vinyl cutters. There wasn't the material that there is nowadays. We were hand setting all of our transfers, and after we designed them, hand set them, putting each rhinestone where it needed to be to make our transfers for shipping out for production. So we've come a long way over the years that I've been in business, and I am happy to say I'm one of the pioneers in the business that helped get the business to where it is now with all the rhinestones and where it's progressed. And but the rhinestone pencil will be in your package. There you will need a tweezer, and I'm not sure if I'm going to put these in the packages because a lot of people have tweezers at home. I will have a few different packages, and they will have upgraded to different things, or more rhinestones, or weeding mats, not weeding mats, but workstations. The third one will have a workstation in it. The other ones won't. Some people may already have a workstation. I don't know. So I don't want you to have too many workstations and purchase something you don't need. So some of them won't have a workstation. So you'll just want to choose which is the best for you for the package to start with our class. And like I said, the classes will be in our group, Rhinestone Designers Marketplace, on Facebook. It's a private group. So, and I also have a rhinestonetemplates.com page on Facebook, which is just my page. The classes will not be on that page. It'll just be to the members of our group. So come on in and join us if you want to start working with some rhinestones, or if you've been doing some and aren't quite sure if you're doing things correctly. I'd be happy to have you join our group. To store this now, there's the sticky side and the flock side. And on the paper that I took it off of, there's a shiny side and a dull side. You're going to want to take the sticky side to go to the shiny side and stick it back on there, and that's going to go ahead and then secure it once you've cut your template, and you can store it that way. You can also store it on the back of your bubble transfer white paper that you throw away when you're done making your transfer, and I will show you that in our videos, and I think I did show you in our lesson number 2 how to do that as well. So if you need to go back and refresh yourself, go to lesson number 2. So that just shows you why we use our weeding mats. It shows you our flock that we use, orange, which is nice. It shows up real nice on the white when you're doing your weeding, so you know exactly what stones have been poked through or caught or have not. And then it just, we have a couple of the little tools here, and like I said, you're in our kits, you're going to have everything that you're going to need to be able to do that work. And we're going to take it one day, we're going to do this, one day we're going to do that, one day we're going to do another thing, and each day I will go ahead and video it and put it in the group, and you can watch it. If you worked in the day, watch it in the evening. If you work in the evening, watch it during the day. So it's going to be, you're going to be able to watch it when you want to watch it. It's going to be your classroom for when you want to do it. I will be available in the evenings to come back if anybody is struggling or having an issue. We'll go through as a group. We're going to go through it and figure out what your problem might be and try to get you started. One of the packages, if you don't want to cut and you just want to get started making transfers right away, one of the packages is going to have a pre-cut template in it for you of the design that we're all going to be cutting, and there'll be extra template material in there too, so you can take your time and learn to cut, but you can also keep up with the class as you go, just in case your cutting isn't perfected yet. So we don't want to leave anybody behind. So again, I'm gonna have those 3 packages, and I want you to choose the one that is right for you. And I hope that we get to do this a lot more, and we can go on with our other materials too, and we can actually do this quite often and just pick a design and do it as a group and see what everybody else comes up with different colors and stuff. But we can also do it for our hot melt foil, we can do it for our hologram, we can do it for our the glitter and different stuff, and the thermoflex and different things. We can just go through classes and together and figure things out, and then once you learn, you can help teach some of the other newbies that come into the group, and it just can be a circle where we just keep helping people learn, and the ones that have learned will help, and the ones that are learning will just have a lot of people that will be there to support them and help them. This is Sandy Jo at rhinestonetemplates.com. Thank you for watching this. I am here to support the products that I sell on my website, rhinestonetemplates.com, and or the download designs, any of my supplies, any of the rhinestones, any of the stuff that I have. I create these videos to support my products so you know how to use them. The last thing I would ever want is if you get my product and you don't know how to use it, or you just let it sit. I want you to use these products. I want you to get out there. I want you to make some extra income, or just provide some awesome sparkly stuff for your gifts for your family and friends, and that's okay too. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in our group, or leave a response here on YouTube, or you can also send me email at rhinestonetemplates@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. And I love custom work. If you have any custom work for me, just whether it's transfers, pre-cut templates, or a download design, just let me know. I'd be happy to help you with any of that. Again, thank you so much for watching. This is Sandy Jo at rhinestonetemplates.com.